Hello! Welcome in. How is everyone doing today on this fine January 10th? One of the best days of the year, from my unbiased opinion, of course. This should hopefully be the last time we are playing this game. There are two side stories that were released, I think, prior to the release of Night in the Woods. We will be playing both. The first one is called Longest Night, and that one should be pretty short. That one is a prequel to Night in the Woods. The other one is called Lost Constellation, which is like a delving into the lore of one of the constellations that you see in the game. Basically, I guess, living that person's life. Destoria is stuck with the curse. This should be the last time. Signalis, Phoenix Wright, and Night in the Woods went on for much longer than I expected, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's better that way than the other way, that it's too short.
A little bit like, how dare you? How dare you ask me? Don't you know how busy I am? How busy importantly I am?
There it is. It's been a while, but there it is. The only person that does that is Salty. The only person. So if I hear that, I know it's Salty. Mariao ate too many nice cream and got drunk. Drunk off of ice cream? Was it spiked? Oh, I've never heard of nice cream. So that is okay. I have had boozy ice cream before though. I don't know what alcohol was in it, but I have had it. Before we get into the two side stories, there is one thing I wanted to do on stream. I just wanted to go through like the concept art real quick. I don't think this will take too long, but I haven't looked at it yet, and I also wanted to kind of share this with you guys. I waited to do this until after I beat the game in case there were spoilers. There's our gang. The original concept sketch of the characters from summer 2013. They didn't change much. Yeah, they really didn't. There's our little neighborhood. This is the first version of Mae Street. It was the first area we made for the game. It evolved visually quite a bit during development. They said it evolved quite a bit, but it really has pretty much the same feel. The house layout. For some reason, the janitor is visiting. Yeah, I see him over there. That did not change much. We never went inside this right door either. We never got into that room, which I don't know if we're supposed to. Well, not supposed to, but if we could even get in, but he's a ghost. The Click Clack Diner. Another location we only went to once, which is a shame because I really wanted to go in there more than once. There's Mae with her friends. Every band practice gameplay concert, we went through many versions before settling. I think the one that they got was pretty good. Has this game made you a furry yet? I don't think so. I don't think so. But the real question, Salty, is, has this game made you a furry yet? There's Sharkle! And his, I guess, many renditions, and before they settled on, I think the middle one. I think that's the one that they used. Stitched together layout of half the main town areas from early in development. Also pretty similar to what we experienced. Party clearing concept art. Okay. Original concept of the Church Hill layout changed quite a bit during development. Now this, the church did change a lot. Definitely the church changed a lot. I'm not a furry, but... What are you trying to say, Salty? Play more of the game to unlock this concept art. Maybe this is just a part of the game we didn't see from the main game. Historical Society interior layout art. Oh, that's cool. Mae looking kind of thick. She is a little on the chubby side, Salty. Original concept for Mallard's tomb. It was so tiny then. Yeah, that is super tiny. Just how I like it. Well, you should have seen more of the game. There was plenty of Mae in it. But alas, Salty, all is not lost. You can find the videos on my YouTube if you really want to. And obviously, I'm not the only person that's played this game. So, there should be plenty of Mae to go around, Salty. We also didn't go into this door that was like down underneath the steps. We never got into that room, if we even could. Few labor murals in the game, which references to the amazing WPA murals from the 30s and 40s. You can still find over the US. Interesting. Original sketches for the musicians. At first was undecided as whether who would be skeletons or ghosts. You can never have too many skeletons or ghosts. Could we have found 2 other musicians and got them together? I feel like we could have. In the end, we only got the violin and I think it was the sax. Yeah. We didn't get the accordion and the tuba. I wonder what would have happened if we did. I'm pretty sure there had to be 2 more. This dance sequence with B. Oh my gosh, that freaking segment. You would have loved this part, Salty. Mae was dancing. Look, look. It's even in the text. This is the one that I ended up doing because everybody loved it. It's the butt bump. Oh, that's a stream you should have seen. That would have been funny. That was a fun little part. Dancing like this. Hey, Obscurity! Welcome in. Dancing just like that. The pentagram handshake is based on an actual thing. Scott saw a basement punk show in the late 90s. Interesting. Lori. Harfest. Witch Dagger outfit. The Witch Dagger outfit was really cool. I really liked that. Crusty Sketches. Okay. I don't remember them. We're missing something. Original art direction pick of the Night in the Woods Day. Oh, yeah. This does look different. I think what we got is better than this one. This looks good regardless from the one we got and this one. This is just a really cool look from these guys, you know. Yeah, I do know those guys, the freaking cult. Very early sketches. Someone laid out a piece of pizza at one point. Mae had a hot dog shirt too. It was wild. Oh my gosh. I'm glad they didn't stick with the hot dog thing. I think the design that she has on her shirt is way more interesting and memorable. And why a hot dog, you know? I'm glad they changed that. Crusties are just people who ride the trains. You see some through the game, maybe not specifically those 2. Ah, I see. Gotcha. The idea was to give Demon Tower an extremely metal symmetrical logo. There are pages of these. Wow, they spent a lot of time on this. That's one part of the game I didn't spend a lot of time with, was Demon Tower. It was fun, but I wasn't really wanting to dedicate all of my stream time to playing a little mini game. Because I think I spent like I don't know, like 45 minutes in it in a stream, which was a lot. So, oh no. The locks! Maybe we'll get those after we play the side stories. That's what I'm banking on. That's what I'm hoping for. I can't imagine we missed that much of the game, because I try to be pretty thorough. Alright, but without further ado, we will start with Longest Night. As I said, I believe this is the prequel. I think this one's mostly just text. Not really much else. Lost Constellation is going to be a little bit more interactive. Don't know much about either one aside from that. It's very easy to miss lots. You need to play through at least twice. I see. It doesn't surprise me that I'd have to play through twice. I found out that there's probably a lot that you miss in this game on a first playthrough. Definitely miss a lot just because you're forced to pick either B or Greg. So that absolutely makes sense. I posted something on your Discord. Let me see. Oh my gosh. Why is that on my freaking announcement channel? Oh my gosh. I am definitely for you, Salty. Well, with that distraction out of the way from Mary Owie, let's continue. Okay, here we go. The reading begins. In December of 2013, a few short months after starting work on Night in the Woods and 3 weeks after our Kickstarter ended, we decided to release something small. We wanted to show that we were in fact making something. So many ideas just stay ideas after all. And we wanted to have something out there that we'd released. Sometimes you just need to complete something. The team had a little less than 2 weeks before all parties left to visit family for the holidays. Longest Night came out after that. Our first supplemental game. It ended up planting ideas that would grow into tall, weird idea trees later in Night in the Woods. Okay. Longest Night. It's a cute little Mae in the bottom there. Why aren't I cold? Fire. We have a fire. We have reached that level as a civilization. Oh. I'm bored. Feels like we've been here forever. Oh, we should do the Longest Night constellation thing. Wow, really? I haven't done that since I was like 6. No one has done that since they were like 6. Well, I don't remember being 6. I'm right there with you, B. I don't really remember too much at that age either. Really? Really? Yeah, I don't remember much before like 8.5. That's very specific. B is a synthetic life form created at age 8.5. That makes so much sense. Beep boop B. Beep boop B. That's fun to say. 11011. Okay, whatever, I'm done. Can we just do this thing? None of us knows about knows enough about the constellations to even do it, B. Yeah, B. Dang, just gang up on B. I do. Since when? Since always. Now listen up, dummies. We're going to school. Dang. He's got a little bit of an edge on him in this prequel. Space school. I can't see anything. We're pattern finders. Find some patterns. Oh! We can use our mouse, okay. Okay, I think I see. Maybe I don't see. I thought we were gonna connect the ones that sound similar, but I'm not sure. You drag and drop. That makes sense. Alright, I guess that one hates us, so let's try a different one. I see what we're doing though. maybe that's just the end of that one. Maybe that's what it is. This is a lot to connect. These don't connect, right? Yeah. Oh, that does. Okay, so I have not completed any of them until this one. Nice. The Mice Writers, inventors of written language. Weren't there supposed to be thousands of them? Listen, there's only so much sky. Mae's got a point. The Mice Riders are my sign. I think that means you're thousands of geniuses. I think that means you're screwed. Let's go with the genius one. Accurate. Okay. Ibon, the first singer. Ever see the opera based on this? No? Oh, it's brilliant. It's like 21 hours long. And like 80 years ago, when it was playing in Bright Harbor, the stage exploded during the part where Ibon crashes his balloon into the world worm. Sweet. Was anyone killed? Like a lot of people. Oh. Listen, if you can't laugh at that, I have bad news about the rest of history. I mean, we can still appreciate history without laughing at it, B. Marmanodes, the little king. Marmanodes. That's probably closer. He was, a king who was little? I don't know anything about this one. Apparently, a little king was big news back then. I don't think he was even supposed to be all that small. Stop the presses! So there's this king, right? But get this, he's slightly smaller than you'd expect. He wears small shoes. Let's immortalize him in the night sky. I'm kinda short. Mae Borowski, Constellation. Nah. Everyone who picked the Constellations is dead now. Yeah, I imagine so. Lucio. Ooh. He did not have a pleasant end. Aw, yeah. Who? Lucio, the fox. They had to spear him to the ground to keep him down. That's a little intense, don't you think? Wait, keep him down? How so? You know, in general. You can see why this one is so popular. Yeah, I think so. We love violence here. Anything with violence, we love it. How is your B-Day treating you? It's been good. I went to a new place I hadn't been before for breakfast. Got some good food. Got a present from someone. Had a pretty chill day aside from that. Had a little bit of cake today. But it's been pretty good. Looked like the fox took his own life. I guess it kind of looks like that, especially if you turn it like this way, maybe. Nom noms. Yes, nom noms. I'll be having more cake tomorrow, probably. Quinona, executed by some king somewhere. Her head continued to speak against her murderer for years. That's kind of creepy. I don't know if I'd be comfortable about that. That's pretty sweet. Ugh, you'd think, right? But in the story, she's portrayed as annoying. Like, she was being a martyr about literally being martyred. She's just like, hey, you know, I was killed. This guy killed me. Did you know that? Yeah, I'm ahead now. You know why I'm talking? It's because I was killed and something happened to my head and kept me alive. That's all she talked about. They eventually put her head in a trunk and threw it in a river. Well, dang. I mean, as you do when you have a disembodied head that won't stop talking. What did she do? Talked out loud in public? Oh, is that all? That was enough, apparently. Supposedly, if you put your head underwater in some river in Italy, she'll tell you about her murder. They renamed it the River of Guilt. But not like the guilt of her murderers. More like she's giving you a guilt trip or something stupid. This constellation is garbage. Chop my head off, I'll bite yours off. Happy longest night, everyone. Moving on. I don't know. I think that was kind of interesting. I think I already tried this. Nope. Okay. Invenerus. The inventor of music. Nice beak. Reminds me of Germ. Haha. Germ isn't even musical like at all. Mae didn't know Germ at this point. Like, Germ? Weird Germ? Maybe she did, but wasn't sure? Yes? How do you... I think Mae's getting sleepy. Tollmetron. What a name. It rings at the end of the world, and Mundy shakes everything off her back. And I think it all catches fire too. It all made sense back then. Back when people were like wicked dumb. Dang. Dang, Mae. Yeah, I don't mean to sound like a jerk, but people were super dumb back then. It's all relative. And full of dumb people. People back then were dumb in a different way. I think people in modern day are dumb also in a very different way. Beautiful, dumb people. A fish! And that is exactly what he said. And? Just a fish. Pretty self-explanatory. Huh. Fun fact, fish is my sign.
Sonic was arrested for something really terrible.
There he goes again. We found out what Sonic was actually arrested for, Salty. I don't think you were in that stream, but we know what Sonic got arrested for. We discovered the mystery after months.
No way! Somebody just touched my butt!
There it is. Mary remembers. Sonic might be in jail for a little while. I think it means you're a failure in all things. Dang, that's brutal, Mae. Let's just say that he's adaptable and a little bit smelly. Got one of those things right, huh, Captain? Got a manly musk going here. Maybe you keep that to yourself. You smell like that stuff I got you, finally. Ice Hawk. It has a picture of an ice hawk on it. I smell quite masculine. Like an ice hawk. I think you smell nice, Angus. Thanks. What's an ice hawk? I guess we're never gonna know. That took way longer than it should have. Mundy, the world fish. Back then they thought whales were fish. And you know, that the world was on one. Mundy is my sign. Oh god. Of course it is. Hey, what does that mean? Well, if any of this meant anything, then it might mean something, but it doesn't, so it doesn't. Why are we making these weird sounds? Oh, they're mimicking a whale, I guess. What are you doing? Whale noises, called it. Alright, we've almost made it around. Harmonium, the head of the singing orders of angels. Ugh, this one. Dory enters the chat. That's good. That's funny. I used to be called Whale in high school. Is this something we need to talk about? Do we need to dissect some trauma here? My mom always said I looked like this one. Well, you are both a crocodile, so I can see it. I sure can't. Leading so many cranky angels, grouching hard, across the sky. Okay. Moving on. Mae is just like really laying it to her friends today. This is a prequel to the first game, which means that this experience that we are having here, this has to be before Mae went to college. This is pretty far before we even start the first game. I was called Rue as a play on my name and for being bouncy like a kangaroo. That's kind of funny. Rubello, Pope, sometime in the 1400s. Crazy times. He's like got fire coming out of his mouth. Oh god, I love this one. There were two rival popes, and Rubello won by opening his mouth and consuming them with fire. Holy crap. I was right about the fire thing. And then he ate them. Cool. What? Wow. I knew that one. That is amazing. I mean, historically, his extended family poisoned one and stabbed the other before throwing him into a canal. But he did eat them. He did eat them, yes. That's pretty gross, if that's real. That's pretty crazy. I was the quiet kid that was hyper around her friends. I was known to jump on them when they least expected. So you were like a menace. You're like an unpredictable menace. Quite a few of my friends face planted, not my fault. I don't know, Eno. I think the whole fact that, one, you didn't give them any warning whatsoever, and two, you were the cause of them face planting is kind of suitable reason for it to be at least a little bit your fault. Uh-huh. No one has called you out for it to this day, but I have changed that. That is the raddest thing I've ever heard. Chomp, chomp. Whoops, I ate you. Now I'm the Pope. That is a very bizarre story. The broken snake, the first thing that talked. This story has always made me so annoyed. I was totally the kid in Sunday school who pitched a fit over this story. Oh my god, I remember that. You got sent out to adult church to sit with your parents. Oh, for shame, Mae. You got to sit in the boring part as a kid. Sunday school was way more fun. A snack. It's a snack. A snacky snack. No punch and cookies for me. Exactly. See, that's what happens when you're in adult church. You don't get any punch and cookies. You don't get to do the little activities. You don't get to just kind of sit in like a room with like all kinds of cool things on the walls to look at. You just sit there in a pew and listen to things you don't understand. Punch and cookies at church. Sometimes I remember getting like little snacks in Sunday school. Wow, I certainly missed out on all of that. Yeah, you did, Greg. Oh, dude, you didn't even. I disagree. This is the last one. Corvin, the thief. Stole the diamond from the crown of Rubello, the fire-breathing pope. Got arrowed to death like 200 feet from the palace. So, he didn't get to be a constellation for being a great thief then. He did not. Screw the man. Steal their diamonds. Ah yes, the revolutionary zeal of kids from the suburbs. Possum Springs isn't the suburbs. Yeah, you need a city to have suburbs. We're in the dead center of nowhere. It's like a 40-minute drive if you want to buy shoes. Also, I'm 21. I'm not a kid. I think you're younger than me. I'm 21 too. We both have full-time jobs. Well, as close to full-time as they can get. Before they have to start giving us health insurance. I never got punch and cookies, and I went every week until I was in middle school. We watched the Bible animated. Oh no, Eno! You were robbed. I was called whale because I used to fangirl over guys and say they're so cute. Whoa. I would say Mary was more of a menace then. She was boy crazy. Eno, you're not gonna wiggle out of this one. You were just as much of a menace. You're just a different kind. Don't try to like shove this off on Mary because it's an opportunity. I outgrew jumping on my friends too, innocent. That doesn't change the past, Eno. We all know what you did now. It's gonna end up on YouTube, immortalized forever. Everybody's gonna know, Eno. I'll be 20 in like 4 months. Okay, fine. You're all very serious adults. Thank you. Yes, thank you. And that's the constellations. Well, that's all 13 of them. That felt like freaking 20 of them. Yay! Thanks, Angus. That was pretty great. You're a big old nerd, Captain. Yes. Yes, I am. You should be a professor. I like to think I fill that role at the video store. Do you, though? Like, you kind of just sit behind the counter and like maybe say 1 or 2 words to me. And that was mostly the extent of my interaction with you during the game. So I don't know about that, sir. My friends didn't think it was a menace. I got hugs for jumping on them. So they just reinforced the behavior, I see. They're like, I love getting face planted. Kaya! Thank you for the happy birthday, the double happy birthday. Was totally not the second youngest and super sheltered, so was babied by my friends. Oh, of course not. That doesn't invalidate anything. Well, I should probably get home. Wait, I just realized that I haven't hung out with you in years, B. Really? So wait a minute. Since this is a prequel, and this was before she went to college, how detached were you from B's life? Like, how long was that? What? Yeah, not since like 7th grade. Holy crap. Wow, that is a huge estrangement of friendship. Apparently we had a huge fight when we were 12. I remember it more like you stopped sitting with me at lunch, or returning my phone calls, or responding to messages. Always with Greg. Too cool for me. Sorry, B. Didn't mean to be a friendship wrecker. It's cool, Greg. It was ages ago. That sucks. Wait, are we actually in space? But I'm warm. And I'm breathing. Yeah, we are kind of sitting suspended in space here for some reason with a campfire. What am I sitting on? Tyrannosaurus pattern. What? Oh god, I haven't seen Greg or Angus for a year and a half. Wait, so is this like the first night she... No, she can't have done this on the first night she gets back. I don't know where this takes place in the story. Because presumably that year and a half is when she's at college, right? I'm not going to think too much into it. This was like a prequel. Maybe some things got retconned. I'm just trying to understand the placement of this. Regret and emptiness. I didn't go home for longest night. Laundry day. Apple juice taste from when you threw up earlier. You have to call home. You don't want to call home. It's too late to take the bus. What made you think of me today? You don't want to take the bus. This is your new life. Is it still new after a year and a half? Underwear adjust. What are we talking about? I feel like I missed something. Next year will be new again. Next you will be new again. Leg stretch. Oh, come on. This is getting stupid. Am I seriously... Well, home's not gonna call itself. I see. I see. Okay, that makes more sense. I guess that was a dream? That was before she called her parents to say she was coming home. Alright, that was longest night.